Just like to offer a big shout out to Touchdown Digital for sponsoring this week's video.
Well, good morning people. So glad to have you back here at Sniper Photography. This morning I've come out to one of the few locations that we're able to get to here in the beautiful Blue Mountains of New South Wales. I'm actually at a place called Olympian Rock, and quite frankly I'm standing on top of the world here really. As you can see behind me here, I'm starting to get some really good light happening, and the gullies down below, and I'm about 650 feet up here, are starting to fill with fog, and it's starting to look really nice. But today I want to talk to you about a bit of a technique, or a bit of a exercise you can do with focal lengths on your lens. And I'm currently using a 24-105 f4 Canon L lens, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take various shots or shoot various frames at different focal lengths using the same lens. Now this is quite a good thing to do, because it gets you thinking about your composition each time you change your focal length without changing the lens. So what we'll do, we'll set up, I'm just waiting for a little bit more light, I'll take a few more shots, and then when the light becomes more available, I'll turn the video camera back on and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about by shooting different focal lengths. But by geez, this is a place, I have been here many times, but to my left here there's a bridge, and I'll show you this bridge a little bit later on. It connects another headland to my left here. Really a spectacular place here in Leura, beautiful Leura in New South Wales, just up the road from where I live actually. But yeah, look, I'll take a few more frames and I'll get back to you as soon as I've got a little bit more light for the video camera. I'll speak to you soon. Okay, as you can see, that is the scene that I'm endeavouring to photograph. I'll just spin the camera around here, and you'll see that bridge connecting the two headlands here. Just a remarkable location here, Olympian Rock, and up here in Leura. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of colour across the top of the ridge there now. I reckon in about probably another 20 minutes it should be really nice. I'm starting to get some pink in the sky. Okay, so that's what I'm actually trying to photograph here. You can see the cloud cover coming through, or the fog coming through, right through. Just a spectacular part of the world, this. I'm very fortunate to live here, so I'll just focus that a bit more for us. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm trying to photograph this here, probably including a little bit more sky in the next shot. But what I want to do now is I want to show you what I'm actually looking at through the screen. Now, that there, now that's what I'm looking at. I'll just darken it up a bit. So as you can see, I've got this mountain range here, the cloud cover to the left coming through over here. Doing this one hand is a bit hard, but that's what I'm looking at. Now I'm going to go out to .24mm. Now that's at 24mm. We'll take that shot. Then I'll move the lens in to 35. We'll see what the settings are here, because as you're doing this, you need to adjust. That'll be okay. Nice, that's pretty good. That's at 35mm. So basically, what I'm doing, I'm just increasing, I'm zooming in on this location. So the next one I'll go to will be 50mm. Now that's basically what the natural eye sees. So we'll take this shot. Yeah, that's looking pretty darn good at 50mm. I'll put these images at the end of this video. Yeah, this is quite a good exercise to do actually. So we'll go out to 70. I'll just check the settings again. If you're doing this, you've got to check your settings, because as you're zooming in, you're letting in less light actually. So yeah, that looks pretty good there at 70mm. Right, okay, that's 70. Now I'm going to go to right out to 105. Now I'll have to adjust everything here, obviously. All right, and as you can see, I'll just flip this around. As you can see, I'm just turning, get everything right. We might go down a bit, because you want to include that bit of sky there. Let's see if we're level. This is a good thing about this Benro three-way head. See that? Perfect, absolutely spot on. Okay, go back to live view. Might drop it down a fraction, and then we'll go this way a bit. Okay, now we've got to focus this because I've changed the focal length. Check our settings once again. And fire. Okay, you'll see the blinkies up there. Now, I know that's fine, because once I put that into the computer, because I'm shooting raw, because this is the JPEG image we're looking at, that probably won't be there when I put it in post-edit. So have a look at those images at those different focal lengths. It really is a good thing to try and do. But yeah, just a spectacular location here. We've had storms up here, and it's just been, the weather has been absolutely atrocious, quite frankly. So basically that's what I'm talking about. We're looking at different focal lengths without changing a lens, and it works out quite well. As I said, I'll put these images at the end of this video. Sorry if this seems a bit disjointed, but I'm doing this one-handed with my small mirrorless camera. But if you can have a look behind me here once again, I'll just show you. Absolutely magnificent. Spin it around. That's the track up through there that I've got to climb to get back out. You got this lava rock here. This area is thousands and thousands of years old, and I just love it here. This is my backyard, and I just love it here. This is me, and it has to be respected too, because this is just gorgeous, gorgeous place. Olympian Rock in Lura in the Blue Mountains in New South Wales. So I'll turn this one off, take a few more shots, and I'll come back to you at the end of it. Okay, so that's it here for this morning's shoot here at Olympian Rock here in Lura in the beautiful Blue Mountains. I'll put those images at the end of the end of this video, and basically what we did there today is shot different images at different focal lengths. So it's a good exercise to do. It's a bit of fun actually. You can work out what's the best composition for yourself when you look at the images. Now, shot quite a few at 24, 35, 50, 70, and 105. That's the full extent of the zoom range of that lens, 24 to 105. And it really gives you a different perspective. But if you do try this, remember, before you push that shutter button after you starting to zoom in, to check the exposure, because your exposure will change because you're zooming in and you're taking a lot away from a lot of light away from that image that's falling across the entire image. So it's very important that you readjust your settings, especially with your focusing and your aperture, before you push that shutter button as you move through the focal range of that lens. So wasn't too bad. Had another local photographer here. She was a lovely lady, talking about a few things, and gave her a few pointers as well on how to read a histogram, and looking at the blinkies or the zebras, where that function was in her camera. And I know I can't help myself, I just love teaching people this wonderful pastime we call photography. So she's very pleased about that, and she took some good images as well. She was only just learning, and she got here a little bit after I did actually, so I thought I'd just help her out a little bit there. Other than that, the images were pretty good. The fog started to roll in, and that was really, really nice. And you'll see those images here at the end of this video. I'll put a few up. But other than that, yeah, look, it's been a pretty good morning here. The rain stopped. I still have the Bogs boots on, as you can see, only because the track down here behind me is a little bit boggy. But other than that, yeah, look, if you're new to this channel, well, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button, the bell next door so you don't miss anything. If you are new and you've subscribed, much appreciated. Thank you very much for that. The next video will be back at Boar's Head, I think Tuesday. I'll be up there Tuesday afternoon, early evening, now that daylight saving is finished. The sunset sets earlier, and that's another great location. And I have photographed that before, have videoed it before, but yeah, Boar's Head's the next one on the list in the next couple of days. So keep a lookout for that, and I'll post it when I finish that one. So that's it for another episode of Sniper Photography. I hope you're all well and safe, and everything's going fine for you personally out there. And until next time, as I always say, be nice to yourself, family and friends, but most of all, you keep shooting, keep smiling, and bye for now. Coffee time.